what's up? So I was like just coming online today and I saw like one guy was rambling, like one of the members was rambling about you know, his he was at the admin base and somebody stole all the pots and pans from the admin base. And somebody stole all the pans and pots from the admin base in the kitchen, and then they threw trash at him. He was cooking, and they made fun of him. They laughed at him, and they threw rotten meat and rotten fat and rotten vegetables at him. And they then went to the new player and donation boxes and stole all the food. They stole all the food, like everything that he cooked was stolen, and they left some trash instead in the same containers. They left trash in there, and then they stole somebody else's vehicle, and they stole the batteries and generators from some other guy. So I got involved. Remember me, I got a shitty character and I'm a douchebag who's got a shitty character, but I got involved, pinpointed who one of the people was. One guy got banned, the others are on watch, maybe banned too. And everybody was like, the whole group that did it was literally crying that they did nothing. And it was proven because the vehicle IDs, like, and one guy said, "Oh, what's so bad about us stealing the shit? We couldn't sell it anyways," because they couldn't sell some of the items they stole. They couldn't sell them because it's admin spawned and they couldn't sell it. So this douchebag even said and admitted, "Oh, we couldn't sell it anyways, there's no problem, we couldn't sell it anyways." But yeah, they stole and sold a lot of things. So one guy got banned and yeeted out. The other two are on watch list, or the other 5-6 actually, and then they were trying to get information out of me. And I told the Slayer dude, I told Slayer, like, "You're hanging out with them too. I'm disappointed in you. You're hanging out with them too. Like, you were fighting with them and now you're hanging out with them." And then he was making excuses. He was like, "Oh, well, that's not true." And I said, "I don't want to deal with you or this whole group. I don't want nothing to do with them. I want nothing to do with any of them." Then I went to check up on that guy who had his stuff stolen, the guy who's cooking at the base, and he was upset, and I brought him a whole backpack full of peppers. I brought him a whole backpack full of peppers and a whole backpack full of onions because he said he needed those. And then I helped them like sort out some things, and I assisted the admin. But as I want to remind you, I got a shitty character. I'm a not do well, no do good guy who just plays and does nothing for the community, right? I'm like a douchebag who never does anything for the community. I'm not doing any good for the team. My character is not compatible with nobody. You know? I'm just being ironic. and sarcastic right now. Because it apparently turns out that I am indeed the GOAT. I am indeed a really good person and a really good guy. It's just that the others don't appreciate me. I need people that appreciate me. So yeah, that was essentially it. And then the other guys want to have explained, like, they want me to explain, like, why somebody got banned, and I'm not even responsible. So these guys are like, I don't know. The one guy got banned immediately. He was going straight for the admin base. He was going straight for the containers with the food in it, and they have put contaminated food in before. They've put contaminated food in before. So they have been on a watch list anyways. And they were talking shit about me, and they were trying to get into my base, stealing my things, because they were like, "Oh, where's your base?" Because they were trying to glitch in to steal all my things. Of course, I don't tell nobody where my base is. So yeah, and then I don't know, a hell break loose kinda. Like the admin was watching undercover. The admin only told me that he's there, you know. The admin was like, "Hey Benny, I'm watching." It's amazing how I always appear to be a good person. It is very interesting and very fascinating how I always seem to be a... It is fascinating how I always seem to be a good person, and the admins like me and chat with me and hang out with me and drive with me, and you know, this one admin that was like following me around for quests. He was going to see what I was doing. You know, that's crazy. Like, it's cooked crazy. How I'm always getting the short end of the stick. Everybody's always like, "Oh man, you douchebag, man. You're so unlikable. Nobody can ever like you. You're a douchebag. You're an idiot. How can anybody like you? You're an idiot." But I end up being like, not friends, but you know, staying understandable with the admins. I'm like getting along with them, and I'm like, they know they can like ask me things because I'm perceptive. Also, the bug that I reported was fixed. You know, admins know me. Admins know me. They don't just come to me and ask me something, but they... You know, they can trust my word. And they know I'm biased. They always know, and the admins always find out I'm biased. They know I'm quite a bit biased. But they won't, like, you know, rage at me or snitch or do stuff to me. You know, they won't be like assholes or whatever. They just accept me for being a player who does a bit more than just play. I keep my eyes open for bugs, for things. You know, I'm keeping my eyes open. These guys have been punished, mostly. Which is a little bit cooked, because I thought we were getting along, you know. I thought people were playing together and enjoying and, you know, cooperating. But some people are just bitches. So the guy who got banned is the lemon guy who asked me, "Are you unemployed? Or you must be chronically unemployed." And he asked me, "Where is your base? I want to take a look at it." I just want to look, I swear. So he wanted to plunder my base, or see if he could find a way to get into my base and plunder it. And they were constantly, when somebody was joining and wanted to sell something, they offered back a backpack of weed. And the backpack of weed is like worthless. Like, a backpack of weed has like 0 monetary value. Like, weed in the game has 0 monetary value. You can't make money with weed. I haven't been here for a while. As I said, there's zero monetary value for weed. And they want to scam these. They want to scam some people, offering them weed. The most useless thing in the entire game. I'm not even joking. Weed is so useless. And I actually started to insult them in the Discord. I also said that. I also said this clan of users of the loser weed. You know. Why does nobody take these quest items? Are they stupid? I think they are. In Germany we say loser weed, because that's what that marijuana basically is. I mean, I vaped it too, but I stopped because it doesn't give me any benefits. I didn't notice any of the benefits that it's supposed to give you. I only noticed my heart is hurting and racing. So I stopped it. And marijuana really is a loser weed. I mean, if I look at who I was in a psychiatric ward with, and you gotta realize that I was in a psychiatric ward because I was suffering from anxiety issues and huge anxiety problems, gigantic life impeding anxiety problems. And I noticed and learned that none of my anxiety issues or anything are, nothing of those are solvable. Like, none of these issues are solvable, like, by medication or something. You know, I concluded that for myself, that none of these psychological issues I had, and I can say I had them, I don't have them anymore. All of them were, like, induced by, you know, just oversensitiveness and bullshit like that. And I was with people who suffered from marijuana abuse and other drug abuse and psychosis and shit. And those people were wreckages. Those people were like, yeah, as it says, like, as the loser weed says, these guys were really literally only alive because of the loser weed. Like, the loser weed was the only thing, like, keeping them going. I haven't met a single person who smokes weed who isn't a loser mentally or physically or rhetorically or articulately. So they can't talk, they can't think, they can't philosophically too. They are philosophically losers too. So none of them can talk about philosophy and can ponder about existence the way I do. So nobody of them is open for philosophical and articulate and aristocratic debates. So in my opinion, none of the marijuana consumers that I've met and everything are intelligent enough. Hate to say it like that, but it's very generalizing and very rude, but yeah, they are not intelligent. And that's why we Germans have the word loser weed or loser herb. Actually, it's loser herb, like loser herb. It's a herb for losers. That's what marijuana is. The loser herb, because only somebody who's like bored of life and has no intentions of changing and bettering life, you know, only a loser like consumes that stupid marijuana herb. So that's why it's called loser's herb. The herb of a loser. You know, dude? So they didn't react to that, but they know I was fucking them up rhetorically. And they were like, oh my god. In chat they were trolling and they were doing bullshit, they were flipping people off and they were honking at the other guy. And then the admin just went ahead and banned one of them and the others just ran. Basically they started streaming and then they went like, why did I get banned? Why did this guy get banned? Why is he banned? And they were pondering about it a little bit and then they all went into a private call, I think, because one guy stayed in the server but muted himself. And one of them came back as an alt account. I think he was an alt account. Because this other guy joined. This other guy like joined and instantly went to... This other guy joined, he instantly went to... Like, there's a new guy joining, a completely new guy joining. One guy gets banned and a short amount of time later a new guy joins. This new guy joins and immediately walks to... And immediately walks to the... he immediately walks to another guy who's known on the server. Tells the admin he doesn't need a starter pack. He immediately joins one of the other, like, douchebags. And then comes to the base and immediately goes for the guy who's cooking. He immediately goes for the guy who's cooking and asks the guy who's cooking questions. He immediately asks the guy who's cooking questions. He immediately asks the guy who's cooking questions. Like, you go to the admin base and you immediately go... I mean, you immediately go to other people. That's what you might do. Not like me, I'm antisocial, I don't, but... Other people might, you know, you might go to everybody else. Like, you might just take a look. What is everybody up to? But that guy instantly went to the guy he was trolling and started interacting with him. And then they talked a little bit, and one guy said, oh, they were talking a little bit, and then all of a sudden he says, oh yeah, we can have a party, I'm gonna bring some weed. And that's where it clicked for me. I'm like, oh, weed? I was like, it immediately clicked, like, this guy has not done anything on the server yet. He's a new player. He's seen going to the pink Leica of that one retard of the group. He immediately goes to that one retard of the group. He immediately goes there and teams up with him, added to the group again. And then he walks straight to the admin base, or drives to the admin base, gets let out there, and then starts to immediately interact with the guy he was trolling. He doesn't pick anybody else to ask questions. He asked nobody else questions. He didn't pick nobody else. He didn't pick me. He didn't pick 6 other people there. He picked nobody else. He went straight for the cook. And the cook wasn't in plain sight. The cook was around the corner. The kitchen is around the corner. And the guy was around the corner. And the new guy immediately goes for the cook and asks him questions and interacts with him. Instead of asking for other people or for an admin and stuff, you know? And the next thing he says that he's going to bring a backpack full of weed. That's the same phrase the others were using. That's the same phrase that loser herb clan is using. All the members of that loser clan, all the members of that loser herb clan are using the same phrase. Backpack of weed. They always want to sell backpacks of weed to people. They always want things and give a backpack full of weed in return. They always want to do just one thing, grow weed, and then give it to people for valuable things, when the backpack of weed is worth a flying fuck. It's worth nothing. It's worth a flying fuck. That's what loser herb is in the game, and in real life too. So what he does is, like, he social engineers, and then the admin confirms it and says, yeah, this... Oh, Johnny has moved his car. Johnny has moved his car. Johnny Gold Boy. The Gold Boy. The Gold Boy has been back. He's probably fixing his base, that Golden Boy. The boy. He's probably fixing his base. And that's the Leica of that dude. The dude got banned immediately, and that's his Leica. The ID is 9173363. That's the idea that it had, yeah. Okay, the cook is AFK. Or disconnected. So yeah, what they did is I can show you real quick. I can show you really quick. Hold on. I'm gonna show you really fast. So this is what happened. You can't steal through these bars. You cannot do that, but you can shoot through them, but you cannot take anything through them. But they went in here and they stole everything that's in reach of the hatch. See that? Everything is in the reach of the hatch. They stole. Everything that's in reach of the hatch, like that open hatch, everything that's there, they stole. Bitches. They stole everything that's in reach of that hatch. Like the door openings. Then the other guy uses Leica, and he slammed between these two cars here. He backed off into the cars and damaged my car, thinking it's mine. He was thinking it's mine, but it's my car is sold. That's my car over there. That one over here to the right. That's my car, but it's the admin property. It's not mine anymore. So they basically stole. He basically rammed into that car a few times, and then rammed into another car. he rammed into another car. And then I come to investigate him. I check his ID and I confirm that it's the same dude. And then he gets out of the car, looks at everybody, and then goes to the free loot. He goes to the free loot box because, of course, he's going to steal all the food again. He's going to steal every single bit of food that's there. Of course he's going to do that, right? So he was going to check out the food because he was going to steal everything. And that's when he suddenly disappears. He suddenly, bloop, he disappears. And then he asks in the Discord, and his friends are like, "Oh man, why did my buddy get banned?" And then I point out, well, it was justice being served, and the first thing he says that, yeah, I agree, I don't like that guy too. And the next thing I say, the first thing I say as a reply is, hold on a minute, I see you guys in chat for hours, the whole day. I see you guys in voice chat the whole day, every day. And you're telling me you don't like the guy. And then he's like, no, the guy always joins when we don't want it. I'm like, dude, if you don't want somebody to join, you mute them, or you report them to the admins, or you keep making a new chat, or you make a private chat in your DMs. If I don't want somebody there, I'm telling them I don't want them there. And then he was really quiet. He was like, oh, he was quiet after that. I told him that if I don't want somebody with me or by me, I don't talk to them. I tell them that they're undesired. And then I told them, you guys are hanging out as a fucking group, and you guys are not fucking, you guys are not mad at each other. You guys are fucking hanging out together. Everybody's there. Slayer is there, Fighter, all the people that I thought were cool and trusted are hanging out with you. All the players on the server are part of this loser weed club. He didn't really get it what I meant, but he didn't get angry or anything. He didn't get angry. He was just explaining that, no, this guy just forces himself in, and I'm like, do you not understand what I said? If somebody forces their way in, you can call the admins to remove that person. You can keep leaving. You can leave so that person cannot join. You can tell that person to fuck off. You can make your own private chat in DMs, in your own DMs. You don't need the server chat if that guy's harassing you. You can tell the admins and leave, you know. But you're sitting there for hours and hours together chatting. And then he's like, yeah, but this guy forces himself in. This guy forces himself on us. And I'm like, no, he doesn't. You're always sitting together in chat and talking forever and ever and ever. And 3-4 people are like, oh man, I'm glad this guy got banned. And they're all part of the same group. They're all part of the same group, and they're all saying that. Like 3-4 people of the same group go like, 3-4 people of the same group go, oh man, I'm glad this guy's gone. I wanted to report him myself to the admins because he's such a douchebag. And I'm like, bullshit you do. You guys have been sitting there for weeks, every day, for hours, for 6 hours. You sit in voice chat for 6 hours, and you want that guy gone, right? They wanted to report this guy so he gets banned, but they sit together for weeks. And 6 hours or more a day, like half the day. They sit together and voice chat half the day. But they don't like each other, right? Tell me another story, I said. And then he said, oh, okay, well, and he left. That's the truth. If I don't want you, I don't sit in voice chat with you. I'll make my own voice chat with my friends away from you. If I don't want to talk to you, I don't sit and voice chat with you for 6, 7, 10 hours. You know, I don't sit a whole day, half a day. I don't sit half a day with you. I sit with you 1 minute and explain that I don't want you, and then I leave. And my friends leave and make a group too. We make a private group. We don't sit there for hours, we sit there for 1 minute. It's gonna take 1 minute to explain that you suck and I don't want nothing to deal with you. You're a douchebag, you're harassing us, please leave. And then you mute them. Everybody mutes them or makes a new channel or leaves to make a private DM. Group call. What I'm saying is, you don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to talk to somebody. And then you sit with them for hours in a voice chat. Because they force themselves in. There's a way to tell the person to get the fuck off and leave and go away and die or something. There's a plethora of ways to tell them to fuck off. But they have not done that. I know why, because they want to fuck. And they wanted to just make it see as if they don't like him. They just wanted to make it look as if just make it look as if they don't like him. But in reality, they are like buddies.
The sooner you get this done, the better.
And I told them, yeah, I know how you guys are. That's what I exactly said. I said exactly that. I said, I know how you guys function. I know how you guys are. And he was really, like, not angry, but he was a bit, like, curious after that. You know, the kind of curious, like, oh, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean? You know, I'm one of those people, I don't talk to you if I don't want to.
Keep it up.
That's exactly what I said. If I don't want a person around, I don't chat with them. Why do you sit and voice chat forever together?
Looking for work?
I said, why don't you call an admin to remove that person from your chat?
Hello, what is your emergency? We could really use your help with these. We could really use your help with these.
Some people are just so easy to figure out.
Try not to.
Like, it literally takes like a minute to figure out how somebody is in some cases.
Thank you. Really.
And these guys are a good example.
Lives depend on this, so please complete as soon as possible.
They're easy to figure out, these people. They're idiots. You just need 1 minute to figure out how they are and how they function, how they think and everything.
Looking for work? Here is what I got.
Why did that guy just get different missions? There was a mission that he hadn't before. That's weird. This is why I like the AK, because it reloads so fast. Just look at. Once the magazine's open, this is how fast it reloads. It goes click, 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 click.
Prices are not negotiable. Business done. Take it or leave it.
So the only way this guy goes is like, oh man, oh we didn't want this guy anyways. I'm happy he got banned. I'm happy he got banned. Oh man, I'm so happy he got banned. But they don't really sell it. You know what I mean? They don't really sell that feeling. Like they say, oh man, I'm happy this guy's gone, but they don't sell that feeling. It feels non-genuine. You know, it feels like you're pulling my leg, or you're pulling everybody's leg. It just feels like that, you know? It feels like bullshit to me. Like you say, oh man, I hate this guy, good thing you banned him, and then you sit with this guy in voice chat for like 10 hours a day, 6 to 10 hours a day. It's crazy.
Great. Take your reward and go.
And you invite them to the group too.
Yeah.
Like, you tell the guy like, hey, you can be part of the group. Yeah, you can join the group. Like, doesn't make sense to me, it doesn't compute. Like, I'm this kind of person, I don't tell somebody to fuck off. You know, I don't tell somebody to fuck off and then chat with them for like hours in chat. I don't do that.
How's it hanging?
If I tell somebody to fuck off because they're an idiot, they're a fucking retard, I hate this idiot, then I hate this idiot. I don't talk to them. And that's what I said. If I hate some douchebag, I don't talk to them. And then he tried to justify it. He tried to explain why. Oh, but I said, yeah, whatever. You're part of a group. You're part of a group. And then he left. He just got on his chopper and he was sitting on his chopper for like half an hour. Or not half an hour, but 15 minutes he was sitting on his chopper and then he took off, so he was definitely coordinating. And at the same time this other guy was joining. Like that new guy, that obscure new guy joined. You know, that was this obscure new guy who suddenly walks right to the trader and go right to the guy cooking and says, "Hey man,
Grateful if you could do it with haste.
you need a sleeping bag?" Oh yeah, the drill. Why did I have a drill? Didn't I have one here? Then they're trying to talk bullshit about like, oh, do you know who
Welcome.
Do you know who JW is? Do you know who JW is? What? Like, look at this. Hold on, wrong chest. Look at this. I have a JW pistol here. Look, I have one. Is that a big deal? Did I mention that in the chat? When did I go in chat and say, "Hey guys, I found it. JW, lol, look guys, I'm the best, I found a JW. No, I didn't. I didn't say anything. You know, I didn't say fucking nothing. All I did is I go and went and enjoyed my game. You know? But that guy just goes like, oh man.
Aye. Prices are not negotiable. See ya.
I have a very good detector for, you know, when somebody's talking bullshit and somebody's fucking everybody up and when somebody's harassing somebody. And trust me, I'm not that guy to harass others. I'm not the one. Even though some others want me to do it, want to do me into something like that. I'm not that guy.
Greetings, valued customer.
Alright. 244 gold. 244 times. I want to do the math here, hold on. $244 times like 600 is 146,000, so yeah, I need some 300-ish gold and then I can buy a puppet suit or shit next wipe. It's not like every wipe is going to be like miserable. It's not like every wipe is going to be miserable where everybody has like no money and no gold, nothing. It's not going to be hard wipes every wipe now. So the next time a soft wipe comes or something, it's gonna be simple. Use the gold to buy things. Take a little bit of a shortcut. Anyways, they fixed the lagging when you drive. That's so fucking good. had an argument with this idiot because he came out of his fucking castle and rammed into my car because he saw me driving and he drove into my back and pushed me. And I told him, "You fucking asshole," and he was like, "Oh, you asshole, what do you mean asshole?" He's like mouthing off then, this fucking retard. He drives into my car and he's like, "Oh, it's only a scratch, only scratches." Fucking faggots, man, they ram into your cars. See, I'm like the only one caring about the server pretty much. All the other members treat it like a throwaway or something. It's irrelevant. They treat it as if it's a throwaway. It's irrelevant. Man. Oh boy.
Defensive position.
Little wonder there's no enemies. Power drill, nice. I'm gonna slaughter them all. Nice ass. Some bullshit in here, isn't there? Obla. Oh wow. I always think there's a quest item because that blue shimmer down there always looks like a quest item, that server room. I'm always looking like, oh, there's something growing bluish. Oh, what is the glowing bluish? What is that? And it's not a quest item, it's or a quest object or whatever. It's not a quest. It's just a damn server. If I take this backpack... Oh, nice. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Ow. Okay. I have nothing to treat the bleeding with. Crap. Ooh, she can't jump at the moment. It's just funny, you can't even step over. Vitamin D. Weird. Don't have any medication for that. Can I take a shortcut down here? Hell yeah. The thing is, if a boomer spawns on me, I'm dead now. You can repair it on the ladder, that's interesting. Couldn't let go, damn it. Reloading. Moral... long story short, moral... long story short moral, or long story short sense, take medicine with you. Painkillers. Yep, it's the best to probably use a painkiller. Yeah, I put it in my boots. What the fuck did you do? Pain is being suppressed. How far does it need to fall? Under 30 or what? No, even further, 100%. Good. So I just suppressed the pain, which allows my character to run faster, even with the pain like that. So maybe it's a good idea to always be doped up. Always be doped up on medicine. Oh, I want to go to the nuclear secrets as well. They got a stuff for it. Got everything in the car that I need for it. And I'm not in recovery yet. Gotta be careful. If a boomerang comes, I'm dead. Well, Johnny, what have you been doing? Then I guess these other retards found a door for you and gave you the door, huh? Bitches. Alright, going to the nuclear zone. Nuclear zone. Yeah, I don't know. You don't refuel the Ranger nearly as much as this thing. That's ironic. This vehicle uses less fuel than the Ranger, but for some reason it uses more. Or the game says it uses more. So we follow all the way this. So, drink. Good. Hey. Good. I hate these.
Вы что, самые нежные? Да? Ух ты, ё!
You mean, don't bite stuff. You know what you did?
I hate these cat videos. I like cat videos, but I hate cat videos where this is done. What they do is they take that retarded oh no. They take these cats that they're taking footage of these actually tormented cats, like the owner is an absolute douchebag actually tormenting the cat. They take footage of a tormented poor cat and they take the audio out of it, they extract the audio, and then they put this audio, they put that audio, or this audio, they put that into the video, so you can see the cat is not even moving its mouth, the cat isn't even talking, the cat isn't even scared, and the cat is just going around in the snow, for example, and it goes now, and you know the clip is from somewhere else. Then in another clip you can hear English in the background, like somebody's speaking clear English, and you can hear it's an American lady talking, it's an American girl talking, and you can see a Russian flag on the wall, or you can see a Russian street sign, and Russian writing everywhere. Yeah, they just take random music from some other... They take a clip and put random music on top. Or they take a clip and they put random sound effects over it, and that is creating new content. That is top-notch new content. You know, then everybody congratulates and says, this is new content. Forgot the music. Oh, come on, leave me be. You bitches. Привет, сталкера. Привет, сталкере. Bleep, bleep. You can hear the sound effects of the bleeps popping up. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Some new player, some new person comes into radar contact. It goes bleep, bleep. Stalker makes a bleep noise. It makes like a beep noise every time there's a new person coming into vicinity. So it basically warns you that somebody's approaching. And I turned, when I made my Stalker mod, I turned that sound off. One of the first things I turned off was that. I turned off the bleep. Oi! Ja spierdola. Oh shit. Kommt er aber taktisch. Nein, kommt er. I like this. I mean, it doesn't make sense that everything is so destroyed and dilapidated. I mean, there was no nuke hitting this place, so I don't know why everything is so dilapidated and kaputt. If the door upstairs is open and somebody came in here and did the mission as well. Somebody did this mission before. Nothing open here. No, nobody's been here. It's just the zombies that opened it, I guess. What else is missing? Oh, the well. Did I just confuse myself? No, I didn't. Baseball bat irradiated. At least they have like a wheelchair ramp here. Let's get out of here. It's the racetrack. thing has pretty much everything, look. That thing is almost everything, that Volkswagen. Has everything in it. Only doors are missing. I think the bumper's missing too, right? Rear bumper's missing. Two left doors, rear right door, bumper. Oops, the front bumper. The thing about the Ranger is every retard will go for a Ranger. I can go for a Volkswagen. Easy win for me. Anyways, let's get the hell out of here a bit. There he is. Lock in it, so it's free to take. I just made an internal bet. If I find another Ranger, I'm going to build it into a working vehicle, but luckily I'm not finding a Ranger, otherwise I would have to build another vehicle. I'm quite relatively happy with this Volkswagen. As I said, if I find another Ranger, I'm building it. Oops. Okay, it's not. I thought that was a Ranger. No, I'm not going to build it. This one I found already. This is not a new one. This is an old one. I had this before. This is an old Ranger. This doesn't count. That Ranger didn't count. That's an old one. So it doesn't count, so I leave. I leave because that one didn't count. I just cheated, because that is one of the first Rangers I found there, so technically it should count. I said I find a Ranger, I build it, but I don't want to, for real. Even though this thing regularly breaks, I really like this one. I really like the Volkswagen for some reason. I mean, if it wasn't constantly breaking, I would only like it half as much, I guess. Stop. Turn the music off, we're not in the radiation zone no more. Sterelog. No seafoods. Not bad, not good. Equip. Oh, there it is. Why didn't he want to rotate? Why didn't he want to rotate it earlier? That's weird. Is everything equipped? It feels like something's missing, but there isn't. Yeah. When I go to bed in a moment.
Abruptly abusing his office for his personal political gain here, trying to pressure this.
That first cat is really cute.
These kick streamers just got arrested on 5 different charges, including assault and battery, and this might be one of the dumbest crimes ever committed on a live stream, as 2 guys robbed their own roommate, vandalized their house, and then straight up assaulted them. Then while sitting in jail, they used their phone call to call the victim, who was live streaming, and began asking their chat for legal advice and begged the victim to tell police that it wasn't that serious. I mean, this might be one of the dumbest series of events that I've covered in a long time. So meet the newest members of the Hall of Fame of dumbest influencers, Darius and Squeeze, who not only live streamed every crime they committed, but also tried to tamper with a witness from jail on a recorded line. Let's just set the scene. 2 kick streamers living inside of a chaotic content house. They decided it would be a great idea to stream themselves breaking into and robbing their roommate's truck. What could go wrong? So after pulling up beside it, they immediately started stealing everything that was inside of the bed of the truck. Then a bunch of cases of water and Gatorade later, they decided to go a step further and steal a bag that had been sitting inside of the truck. And that triggered the alarm of the truck to go off.
I'll go with you.
Put it in the trunk. Pop the trunk, pop the trunk.
Pop the trunk, pop the trunk.
Got it?
Grab one more.
Degeneracy. The dude is a fascinating social...
The content king is back!
IRL streaming is a fascinating social experiment, as it just rewards complete degeneracy. The dude is screaming that the content king is back after stealing from his friend. No disguises, no attempts to hide, just idiots snitching on themselves in 1080p. And you can tell that he thinks he's the funniest dude in the world. The whole thing plays out like they're trying to film some sort of low-budget parody of the Fast and Furious. Except the only thing that was fast about this was how quickly it turned into a police investigation. The stream had thousands of viewers, and yes, the whole thing is still online. So here's what they're currently facing. 1, burglary of a vehicle, because, you know, they literally broke into a car. 2, assault. More on that in a second. And 3, criminal mischief, because I guess 1 felony wasn't enough, not to mention all this happened in Texas, where they don't play around with stuff like that there. So now, one of them is facing up to 1.5 years in jail, while the other one's facing 2.5 years in jail. But buckle up, because that's just the beginning. So the guy whose stuff got jacked, yeah, he watched the whole thing unfold live on their streams. Like, imagine opening your housemate's stream and thinking, wait a minute, they're robbing my truck? We definitely live in some interesting times, with an interesting set of problems for some people.
And also, guys, go to MKM stream and tell him to unlock the door for me.
Dude.
Let's see what these... Okay. There's a jet. It looks like they opened the back to change the tire. It looks like they started changing the tire and they failed. And then they went inside. They went inside. Failed. And then they went inside. They went inside. They couldn't change a tire.
So naturally, the housemate who goes by Zeus pulled up to the house to confront them. And instead of apologizing, or I don't know, at least pretending to be sorry,
They're not changing the tire. This absolute faggot is laughing like a hyena over his own mistake. The tire is changed in the machine shop, in the workshop. That's when you take the tire, the rubber, off the rim. What they're changing is the wheel. They were changing the wheel because it was going flat, or the rim was damaged. So the wheel was losing air pressure, or the rim was damaged or something. So they were changing the wheel. Not like this absolute buffoon cackles about. That absolute buffoon cackles about the tire being flattened, them changing the tire, but they did in no way or shape do that. We really need a laser so we can aim this. And one more puppet. One more doctor puppet. One more doctor puppet. It actually says, I just saw that it highlighted the quest. The quest got highlighted for some reason. So one more doctor puppet and two bags. Sometimes you need to check a lot of body bags, and that's the thing that sucks. Staying alive. 2 steps for staying alive. Hands only CPR. Call 112 and then push hard and fast. That is a funny joke. There's no better hitbox. Man, aiming at third person is ass. Sometimes you just have to take multiple shots. Now you know why some games like Metal Gear Solid and such have or give you the option to install a laser. So you can shoot over or you can aim over your shoulder, you know. I'm gonna park my vehicle outside. The admins really don't like parking right in a point of interest, so I'm just going to outside a little bit. Brown. What? The mountain people. The mountain people are attacking. Maybe I can unlock here without dying. So I'll be back in a bit.